Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I wanted to continue some more of our amendment series that I've been doing for the past couple weeks. I want to talk about some more of the lesser known ones that you might not know a lot about that I really didn't know a lot about until about a couple years ago. Those two are going to be the Langbeinite and Neem seed meal. Langbeinite is actually a crystalline mineral that was formed millions of years ago. They discovered this out in New Mexico after some of the seabeds that ended up drying up. This is a great mineral for that added potassium. Now, it also contains some magnesium and some sulfur, which I find interesting with this is that normally sulfur is going to lower your pH, but the way this mineral is designed that it actually will not affect the pH of your soils at all. So you can actually add as much potassium as you need to, some of that magnesium for your trace minerals, and sulfur, which actually helps to increase the enzyme production, is what your sulfur is going to do. So in this scenario, you're going to be able to use this without just dropping your pH like crazy. Now, using this on an indoor garden, you're going to do it at about a tablespoon per gallon of soil. You can use it indoors and outdoors. If I was using it indoors, I would only add it once in the very beginning, just because by the time it breaks down into flower, that's where you're really going to want more of your potassium to get that larger fruits and flowers out of those. Outdoor use is 1 to 2 pounds per 100 square feet. Now this is one that you could overdo it, so I would definitely go by those instructions on there, because you're still going to add this. This isn't just the one mineral that I would use. I would use this in conjunction with some of the other amendments that we're already using in our soils. So also, if you didn't put this in your mix in the beginning of your planting season, you can add this 2 to 3 weeks before flowering, just to give it enough time to break down, so that way you can get all of that potassium in there to help to increase your flower sites and the size of your fruits and flowers. Now, our neem seed meal is another interesting one that I really like. So it actually comes from the neem tree. You'll see a lot of neem oils and things, or you'll see what's called azadirachtin. Azamax has that in there, so you usually use it as a pesticide, as a foliar spray. So the neem seed meal, they'll actually take those neem seeds, you'll break it down, and then put it into your soils, which they've already broken it down for you here. Now, this does contain higher amounts of nitrogen, low phosphorus, and potassium, so you can get those source of your macronutrients in here. Now, it also has some micronutrients, but the reason I like it the most is this stuff in your soils will help to prevent any kind of parasitic nematodes, which luckily I haven't come across those yet, but on an outdoor garden I could see there easily could get in there. Now, it also helps to prevent aphids and fungus gnats. Excuse me, fungus gnats are some of the things I see the most often indoors. Is because when your soil stays wet, it attracts those. There's another product, it's a beneficial bacteria, Bacillus thuringiensis. We'll get into that one later, but that one helps. But the neem seed will actually help to prevent those. If you're using it indoors, it's a tablespoon per gallon of soil and 2 to 5 pounds per 100 square feet outdoors. If you're doing an indoor application, only use this one once. I would do it when I blend in my soils, because that way you get that preventative from start to the finish. Outdoors, you're going to have a longer growing season. So what'll happen, this neem seed or the azadirachtin only has a half-life of up to 44 days. Obviously, you're going to have a longer grow cycle outdoors, so you can apply that every 3 to 4 weeks, maybe even 5 weeks. That way you've got that preventative from start all the way through finish on your outdoor garden. Now, it also does help to feed microorganisms that are in your soils, kind of like just a source of food for those to keep those good beneficial microbial activity alive and well. So like I said, this is why I like these products, but you may not know a lot about them. I didn't know a lot about them either until a couple years ago, but definitely is another good amendment that you can add into your garden. We got one that's a preventative and one that you got higher potassium. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good one.